Hey guys, it's Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing my very first winter look. So I have my nails all prepped and ready, so we're going straight into the application. For this color, I'm using the Gershon 005, and this is like a really pretty peachy pink nude. So this is going to be fully covering my thumbnail. Here I have my alcohol for my slip solution and my Gershon Polygel brush. So I'm just going to be patting this into place using the 2-bead method. That's pretty much where you apply a bead of polygel to the tip and smooth it in, and then you go into the cuticle bead and you make your apex with that bead, and then you smooth it into the tip. I do have a video on that where it's very detailed, and I've gotten a lot of comments saying that it's super helpful, so go ahead and check that out. I will put that in the cards and also in the description box. So this video is actually a continuation of my last video, which is step-by-step how to prep your nails for polygel using half tips. That's why I skipped it in this video. So a lot of people have responded very well to that. People are saying that it's really helpful. I also give you guys different options and choices based off of what different equipment everyone might have at home. So go ahead and check that video out if you're interested in how to prep for long-lasting nails. So it was at the end of that video that I showed a clip of the final design of these winter nails, and I asked if you guys wanted to see the footage for it, so I made it into a video because I did get a couple of comments saying that you did. So that's what's going on here. I'm not really teaching you guys anything in this video. If anything, it's actually quite entertaining because I struggled so bad after the application. Like during the nail art portion, I struggled very bad. So although this video is a voiceover, there are a few clips that I left in there where it's just the real-time audio because I just found it so funny how much I was struggling. So you guys will see a few clips where I'm in the moment and I'm frustrated, but it's kind of funny. So yeah, that'll be happening throughout the video. What I'm doing is fully covering the rest of my nails except for my pointer finger in this nude color. That's why I skip over these last two nails. I decided to do a stiletto shape on my pinky. If you guys see that little weird nub at the top, that's because I did my filing and shaping too short, so I wanted to make it a little bit longer. So that's why there's that awkward nub. I'm just finishing up on my ring finger, the application. And here we go. And this pointer finger that I'm doing, I am going to be using that same 005 color, but then I wanted to do some type of foil design. So I wanted to like space some foil pieces out on the tip of the nail and ombre that peachy color up. So right now I'm just breaking it apart so that I can have super small pieces. And then I'm using my Macart base coat so that it has something to stick to. And this is where the frustration and the struggling began. So you're gonna hear a real-time audio clip about now. Is that gonna be ugly? I feel like that's gonna be really ugly. I didn't like that at all. I'm actually not sure what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll try again. Should I do bigger pieces? I think that's what it was. I think the pieces were just like too small. Okay, is that better looking? I feel like it's still like a little bit not all that cute. I don't know. Maybe rose gold instead? I do have rose gold, but does that look cool? I think I'm gonna do rose gold instead. I think it's just the silver that's not looking good. So give me a second. I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did to the silver with the rose gold. Alright, so far I'm already liking the rose gold much better than the silver. All right, I think that's a bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure this and then move on. Here's what the nails are looking like now right out the lamp, and it's time for me to ombre that 005 color onto the tip. So I just put a tiny bead down. I'm making this layer really thin because I have to encapsulate it later, so I always go around the cuticle first, and then I'm just taking the the belly of my brush and some pressure to like fade it at the tip of that bead, and I'm just trying to like kind of weave it through the pieces of foil. And I always use my little spatula end to clean up my cuticle area. It just creates like the perfect size gap. I think that's one of my favorite polygel tips. So moving on to the Macart clear polygel. This is my favorite clear polygel to use to encapsulate because of how transparent and clear it is. So I'm just going to use that. This is when I'm building up my apex. I didn't try and build up my apex with the actual design. So that's what I'm doing now, pulling it all the way up. So I did forget to mention that I am curing in between each new layer. So I cured the pink color, then I did the clear and I cured that. Here's what they're looking like now. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe these all with alcohol to remove that sticky layer. This finger doesn't feel super sturdy. There is a tiny like dip right here, so I'm going to add a little bit more product there because it literally feels like it's gonna break. Went ahead and built up the apex a little bit better on that nail. Let me go ahead and wipe off. So here's what we're working with. It's time to go into the shaping and filing portion. So I'm using my Macart dust collector just to have a cleaner space. Here I have my 8080 zebra grit nail file for shaping, and then for filing I have my E-file with my medium grit ceramic safety drill bit. I always start off by reshaping my nails with the hand file. This is just to get that nice crisp shape that I lost while doing the application process. So I'm just doing this, and then I'm moving on to my E-file where I go around the cuticle first, and then I use these up and down motions to kind of debulk the nail in certain areas, and then I'm going to smooth it all out with my side to side motions. That's usually what I do to all of my nails. Now that I'm all done, I went ahead and did the rest of my nails off camera. Just wipe away that dust. Here's what they're looking like. Kind of got lazy on the other hand. And now it's time to buff out these scratches. So I'm just going to do that to all the nails with my little mini buffer. And I always check to make sure that it's smooth, and if it's not, I keep going until it is. After this, I rinse my hands with some water to clean all that dust off my hands. And then it's time to get into the very frustrating nail art portion of this video. So I'm going to be trying a snowflake design that I saw on Instagram by Alina's Nail Art. So here's the video. Use a dotting tool to mark out like a star-like shape, and then you use a line brush to create the actual snowflake. So, oh, there's another part. And here's what they ended up looking like after. So I think it's super cute, and I'm gonna try it. So I have my Model Ones white cream gel paint pot, and then my Kiara Sky white gel polish, just because I wasn't sure which consistency was gonna work best. And then I also have two line brushes, one's shorter and one's longer and thinner, just because I wasn't sure which one was going to work best. So this is attempt 1. There were so many attempts trying to do this snowflake design because it was just a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I don't think that it's gonna turn out right. I don't think my dots are big enough or my brush is small enough. So let's start over. shaking. My hand's literally shaking. I'm gonna keep going, even though I think it already looks very ugly. Alright, it doesn't look I don't know. That's kind of ugly. I'm gonna try the Kiara Sky now. At this point, I was just trying to make a snowflake no matter what the process was. I wasn't necessarily trying to do the dotting method at this point because it was just so frustrating. So that's why you see me like drawing random lines and not really following that video. At this point, I was trying to convince myself so hard that I liked this design, which I didn't hate it, but I think deep down I really just wanted the snowflake. So that's why I couldn't find it in myself to keep this design, which is why I'm wiping it off right now. Oh my goodness, this whole process was a mess. Hey guys, it's a whole new day. I definitely had to just restart and come back fresh because it was late and I was tired and I was getting frustrated. So it's a new day. I'm still wanting to do a snowflake design on my thumb and I think it's my middle finger. So I'm going to try again. It's like, even if I can get it to look decent on this side, it's still a design I would have to do on with my bad hand. I thought it was gonna be so easy. I was very wrong. While this is happening, I want to say thank you so much for 200 subscribers. I think that's where I'm at by the time that this video is uploaded. And I just want to make sure that I acknowledge that and say thank you to anyone who has chose to subscribe. Should I just pour it in glitter and see what happens? There's some glitter on it. I'm gonna cure it while it's still wet and then wipe away the rest of the glitter. I think I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm gonna keep that and try again. So in the end, I did end up liking how my thumb came out, and initially I wanted to do this on my middle finger as well, but I very quickly realized that it was a one-hit wonder design, and I just went with the alternate design, which was this, which it was cute anyway. Alright guys, so I'm gonna be honest, it is also another day. This whole nail set is taking me like 3 days to finish. I want to go ahead and finish up this nail art, so I used the Kiara Sky Pure White Gel Polish to paint that nail, and I wanted it matte, so I'm using my Model 1's matte top coat, and I cured this for 60 seconds, and this is what it looks like. So now on this nail, I'm doing a sweater design, and this is my first time attempting it, so I figured it would be easier to use that thicker consistency Model 1's gel polish. The first thing I'm doing is creating a line on the side of my nail, going from the cuticle to the tip. And I tried to make it as perfect as I could, but then I just ended up using another brush to clean it up with some alcohol. So I'm just trying to make straight lines. I ended up doing it on the other side off camera. And now to make these sweater designs, what I'm doing is drawing these little itty bitty lines. And when it's time to draw the next one, you want to do it on the opposite side, and you want it to start in line where the other one ended. So you can kind of see I'm staggering them, and that's very important because the connection between them is what's going to make it look kind of sweaterish. So now you're going to see I'm going to go from the bottom of one side and go to the top of the other, and I'm just connecting them. And I do clean it up a little bit with my brush off camera, and I just keep doing that all the way down. Connect the bottom of one side to the top of the other. And this was actually much easier than I thought it would be. It surprised me a lot, actually. So to make it look even better, I went ahead and threw some glitter on it, which you'll see in a minute, cured that, and then wiped away the extra glitter. So this is what it looked like once I did the glitter and I swept all the excess off, and I thought it was missing something, so I'm just adding some diagonal lines to the side, and I'm going to also pour those in glitter once I'm done, and then I will cure, brush off the excess, all of that fun stuff. So here's what it looks like, and oh my goodness, it's just so pretty. I really love the way that this turned out, and that's pretty much the end of the nail art. I'm just going ahead and top coating any nails that didn't have top coat. I went ahead and put some rhinestones on my pinky and then changed them up because I did not like them. So I went safe with some cuticle crystals, and here's what the nails are all looking like. I'm really happy with the way they turned out. So that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.